Well, I know we have a lot of people that are waiting on bated breath for the breaking news regarding this. And this is your original post talking about Sweet Baby Inc.'s website being offline. And you said down since yesterday comes right after. Go ahead.
I'll tell you where that came from. I actually didn't know about it. Vera actually messaged me and let me know because she had, everybody's been making videos on the stuff that we found about Kim saying, no, nobody emailed us at all. So people were like, okay, well, we'll go email you again. Right. So Vera was one of the people who went to go email her and like, wait, where's the site?
Ah, okay. And you know what's funny about that? And I'm sure we're going to get to this as we dive into it further, but it goes to show that no one cared about them anymore. No one was even looking into them anymore with what you discovered. So let's actually just dive into the most recent one, and that is this correction and update. After checking every record I could find, there's more to the story than we thought. I'll let you take it. Go ahead, because this is yours. You can read it or talk.
Well, Sweet Babies Inc.'s website didn't just go down this week. It's been offline since April 23rd of 2025. So, and it matters. Well, I'll be honest. I can't prove it 100%, but it matters because we did put out a video like April 22nd, which was the exclusive leak. Sweet Baby Inc. does exactly what gamers think it does.
Yep.
And it shows, and this is you can prove this. This is not something that I'm just kind of making up. If you go on the Wayback Machine and you look up Sweet Baby Inc., the last time it was able to be archived was April 23rd. And after that, there are no more available archives.
Well, I will push back a little bit on that because the way the Wayback Machine works is it doesn't give an update on the last day it was available. It takes snapshots, what I perceive as randomly. So that's the last snapshot took. But I will say from personal experience, I know for a fact that I have gone to the Sweet Baby Inc. website since April and it was there, but it was a long ass time ago. I don't know when it was, but it was definitely after April. It was probably at least like July of this year, I'm sure.
So what's interesting though, if you go to the Sweet Baby Inc. website now, and you look at it, what ends up happening is it will sometimes give you an archived version of the page.
Oh.
It will not give you the actual page.
Well, let's try to do it right now, actually. Hold on, let me bring it up. There you go.
If you give it a minute or two, sometimes it will actually, I don't know what causes it, but there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
So it gives you a snapshot of it from the internet's Wayback Machine.
Interesting. Now, what makes you think this took place? Do you have any kind of...
Well, because the Wayback Machine, you're correct, Smash. Wayback Machine does try periodically to take snapshots of the site, and it just tries to get the last available one. And if it was only showing that was the last available and it showed no attempts since then, you'd be correct. However, it's shown numerous attempts since then, including one that looks manually done, and it failed. All of them failed. You can look at the entire thing. If you go back to my post, you'll see one of the first images shows that as you see the orange ones, orange means it was not successful. The last successful one was the April 23rd. And after that, it's been numerous attempts, including, as you can see, the 28th of May.
May, yep.
Will update 4 times, 4 snapshots, and it didn't work. If you load up any of those, it gives the same error message.
That's very strange. Makes you wonder.
Ask yourself the chances of every single time the Wayback Machine just happened to go there, it just happened to be down.
Right. And I do know because I did a video on this about a year ago, the last time it went down, and it turned out that they had a web developer that was LGBTQ web developer that was questionable at best for their talent running the site that I had a lot of questions with, we'll say. So the website being down doesn't surprise me, but the length of time is what shocks me on this.
Yeah, that's what shocked me too. But I've looked, and again, the data that I found basically says the following. It shows that as of April 23rd, according to the Wayback Machine, there has been no successful attempt to get back any thing from the site. We know for a fact that it's not the same thing as it was last time, which was an expired SSL, I think, because it shows that it's not expired. If you look, it shows that it's not expired at all. It actually shows that it's anything, it's on their end, not Cloudflare's end. So that's already a difference. But the other thing is, I looked at the DNS and the WHOIS records, and what it shows is that since there's been no hosting changes, there's been nothing that's changed since then. And since the Wayback, since we don't have access to the site now, and the Wayback is showing that there hasn't been an archivable version of the site since April 23rd, the only determination from that information is that there hasn't been an available version of the site since that date.
What a coincidence, too, that your video was the 22nd. And
I know, but here's what's interesting, Smash, that I realized actually before I came on. And you listened to our video where we went over the we went for over 4 hours talking about
remodeling my daughter's room. Yeah.
Here's the question, Smash. I want to quiz you on something. Did Kim mention the website?
No. Nope.
She did not.
Once.
But
no, the only thing she did is say that people are free to reach out to us and we want to talk to people, which was complete bullshit. And that's how we all came to this.
What did she say how to do that? She just gave the email. And according to what I'm seeing, the email is still available, but the rest is not.
So she knew during that conversation.
Well, if you think about it, if you were wanted to people, you could reach out to us at sweetbabyinc.com.
Yep.
But
exactly.
if you think about it, she never said that.
Right.
She said you could reach out to us at talk@sweetbabyinc.com, which is the email.
Because it would make sense. That's what I always tell people when they want to reach out to me too. I'm like, go to smashjt.com, contact there. I mean, to be fair, I also say info@smashjt.com too. But yeah, there's multiple ways to reach out. So curious that she avoids the website, and the website has been degraded over time ever since people started catching wind. Ever since Kabruta started the whole DEI detector, SBI detected curation group, they've started hiding the games. And then more and more started hiding to the point of the website went down for, what was it, a week or two last year? And then it came back up and it looked very different. They basically washed all the big name games were gone from it. All the big name studios, everything was gone. It was just the indie studios that you can reference. And that was it. So I wonder what they're doing this time.
Well, I just think it's very interesting because you're looking at you look at all this and you kind of go like, okay, so because I'll be honest, Smash, like I was looking at this, I was exactly the same way you're feeling about it. I was like, this can't be. It can't have been offline for 6 months and nobody noticed it. Like it just doesn't make any sense. But the fact that you can see an archive version of it, which is interesting. I don't know how that really works exactly. I don't think I've ever really seen a site do that. But the interesting part.
It takes snapshots, but yeah.
Well, but if you think about it this way. Did anybody really have a reason to go on the website lately?
No, because all they did was remove information and we knew moving forward they were not adding anything new. So why would you go there?
Correct. And what happened? What people noticed, the site wasn't live, and I didn't even notice it. I hadn't gone on it in a while. I feel like I also remember it being up, but again, based on the available data, it shows that that's not the case.
Well,
so I don't know.
I think it's been up past April 23rd, but I don't know how far past it was. That's what I'm saying. Because I know for sure I've gone to it this year, past April. I know for sure I have.
Well, I think the most interesting thing is the day that it was manually done 4 times in a row, which is literally within seconds of each other. If you look at the 28th of May, that actually will show that it shows that there are 4 snapshots of that thing like within seconds. So that had to have been done manually. So someone manually, and funny enough, about 8 days before that was when we dropped our video about the connection to Terry Hubert's. And then we followed it up on the 26th, which was only a couple days before that manual.
Now, for those that don't know, Terry Huberts was the Canadian guy that was, what was he, in the government of Canada?
He was a former member of the, I forget exactly what he held, but he was a former member of the Canadian Parliament.
Yep.
And he was he was Minister of Parks, so he was involved with certain things. There, I don't know honestly what the connection is there. I do have some more things since then because I do have some people who've reached out.
The origins of Sweet Baby Inc. go well past Kim Belair and David Bedard. Like they go well past that, but they never talk about that stuff. That's what's really sketch about it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, now it's only Dave Bedard and Kim Belair are the only people there.
Right.
Right. But
they never want to talk about how it actually started, which is the big mystery.
It's just interesting to me because again, seeing all this happen, right, and then kind of the website being down is weird enough, but I mean it's happened before, as you said. But the thing that also made me kind of confused was that if you recognize, like, she was on the talk recently, and your site's just not running during that talk, like that's just kind of weird. Like, think about that for a minute. It's like if you went on a show and went, oh, go hang out and go contact me at smashjd.com, knowing full well the site was down.
Right. That would be like, I mean, for me, it's a little bit different because like most people know me from, we'll say YouTube or X type thing. So if my website were to go down, that wouldn't be the biggest deal. People are like, okay, maybe he's not focusing on that right now. Sweet Baby Inc., that is the only thing they have as a major point of contact for the public. They don't have a YouTube channel. They don't have, they've privated and protected their X account, their Blue Sky account. So
you're forgetting, Smash. They didn't have a Blue Sky account till a couple months ago. Why would you go out of your way to make a new social media account? Again, if you look at all these things, again, look, I could be completely wrong. Tomorrow we could find out that somehow this is not correct. But from what I'm seeing from the information here, and I made sure to double check everything, is that there hasn't been any publicly available version of the site since then. Now, you're probably right. There probably was a version of it that was available after the 23rd. Maybe it just didn't get archived. But we know now the site is down. It's been down for sure since we know about it for 2 days. And if it really was just something on the back end that was not expired or whatever, it notifies you. It lets you know to fix it.
I mean, it was shit. If I ran a company, I would know my website was down the second it went down. So yeah, yes, that's crazy.
I just find it odd. I don't want to say like, oh, the fact that it happened after our videos or whatever means anything. And again, it could be, but could be wrong. Maybe tomorrow it'll be back up, but I just find it interesting because again, I want to make clear the site is still there. It's just it's not available to us from what it shows is basically, it's just, if you, this is, as you can see, it's really broken here because it's just an archive version. But if you look at, if we can actually refresh the page, I think if we refresh the page, it might show it.
This is all the games. You can see it shows me, it doesn't show you, but it says South of Midnight, After Love, Sable, Battle Shapers, The Crew, Motorfest, and God of War Ragnarok. Those are the...
I just find it really weird that, like, if you can see, it says your browser is working. If you go, it refreshed again. But if you said your browser was working, and then it says Cloudflare working, host error.
Maybe that's
that means that it's something on their end, and it should be again, I'm not super familiar, but it should be a relatively easy fix. And I would assume it notifies you when this is a problem. So we know for a fact that it has been offline for at least 2 days based on what we know, and no one has fixed it. And based on the data that we're seeing, it might have been offline for a lot longer. And the only reason we're finding out about it now, as opposed to months ago, is because there really was no reason to go there.
Right.
But then Kim's claiming, oh, nobody's ever reached out to us. Right. So it's like, okay, like Vera had the same idea I did. I was like, okay, fine. You think we haven't reached out to you? I'll send you another email. Fine. So I went to go email, and before I got a message from Vera saying like, hey, do you happen to have that email because the site's down? And I was like, really?
I'm mad at myself. I'm kicking myself because I should have done the same thing. I was just too busy.
No, Smash, you're undesirable. Number one, you can't do that. They have like it auto filters to spam. as soon as you
Oh,
send a
yeah, that's
message.
true. That's true. Yeah, they already. Yeah, good point. Good point. Okay, well, we'll leave that one there.